Invictus Games veterans celebrate as Harry sacked off as patron of Invictus Games by CEO Scott Moore. Veteran Invictus Games CEO Scott Moore celebrates Prince Harry's removal as patron of the Invictus Games. The international sporting event for wounded, injured, and sick soldiers has been rocked by a major change. In a surprising announcement, Buckingham Palace revealed that Prince Harry has been relieved of his duties as patron of the Invictus Games. The dramatic move comes after months of growing tensions between Invictus Games management and the Duke of Sussex. For years, Prince Harry has been a driving force behind the Invictus Games, using his global platform to highlight the event and the brave men and women who compete in it. However, his disagreement with the royal family and his decision to withdraw from official duties seemingly became too much for the Invictus organization to bear. This was not an easy decision, but it was one that had to be made, said Invictus Games CEO Scott Moore in an exclusive interview. Prince Harry's ongoing scandals and controversies have become a distraction, damaging the Invictus mission. Our competitors and their families deserve an event that focuses on them rather than a film revolving around an individual. Moore explained that the final straw came earlier this year when Prince Harry made global headlines for criticizing the royal family and the British government in a tell-all interview. That interview was the breaking point. How can we let someone who's openly hostile to the organizations that support the Invictus Games continue to be our face? That doesn't work. The sudden removal of Prince Harry as patron sent shockwaves through the veteran community that has closely linked the Invictus Games with the red-haired royal. Many contestants and their families have expressed sadness and confusion over the decision. "I don't understand it," said Mary Wilson, whose husband will compete in the upcoming Invictus Games in Toronto. Prince Harry has done so much to draw attention to our cause. Without him, I'm worried the Games wouldn't receive the same level of support. However, CEO Scott Moore is still adamant that this is the right step for the long-term future of the Invictus Games. Make no mistake, this is not about Prince Harry as a person. It is about Prince Harry, his public figure, and how his actions impact our ability to fulfill our mission. The Invictus Games are not about any individual. They're about the men and women who sacrifice so much to serve their country. Moore went on to say that the Invictus organization has begun the process of finding a new patron who can continue Prince Harry's work in a less controversial manner. We're looking for someone who shares our values of service, resilience, and community, someone who can be a unifying force rather than a source of division. Meanwhile, the Invictus Games team is moving forward with plans for the 2024 event in Toronto. Despite the chaos, Moore said competitors remained focused and motivated. These men and women overcame a lot of adversity in their lives. A little palace tragedy wouldn't have stopped them. If anything, it motivated them to band together and transform. The 2024 Olympics become the best yet. As the Invictus community looks to the future, there's a feeling of both sadness and optimism. Many will miss Prince Harry's enthusiastic support, but there is also a sense of relief that the event can now take place without the constant media scrutiny of the Duke of Sussex. Retired Army Sergeant Emily Chambers, who will compete in the 2025 Games, said, "I'm excited to see what the Invictus Games can achieve without the distraction of Prince Harry. This is our event, not his. Now we can focus on the real heroes, the men and women who sacrificed everything for their country." Only time will tell whether Invictus Games can maintain its global momentum and inspiring spirit without its most famous sponsor. But if there's one thing these veteran competitors have learned, it's how to overcome adversity and emerge stronger than ever. The 2024 Invictus Games in Toronto could mark the beginning of a new era for this remarkable event.